സിംഗപ്പൂർ ചോയ്സ് സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നത് ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ് തനതായ സ്വാദിന്റെ സംതൃപ്തി. പവേഡ് ബോയ് ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ സൂപ്പർ മാർട്ട് സിംഗപ്പൂർ, ഹോൾസെയിൽ പ്രൈസ് അറ്റ് റീറ്റെയിൽ മാർട്ട്. കോ സ്പോൺസേഡ് ബൈ തിരുമലാഗി, ദ ട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ടേസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് കൗഗി.
Good morning all. Today I have a very special and beautiful guest with me. She describes herself as benevolent, fierce-minded with a brave heart. Mrs. India Queen of Substance 2017 winner, Bhavana Bahl Malhotra. Born in India and raised in Kuwait, she is currently residing in Singapore. She is a versatile personality who is an art director, certified fitness instructor, dancer, entrepreneur, marketing manager, and the list goes on. Let's get to know more about Bhavana. Congratulations, Bhavana, on winning the title.
Thank you so much, Devika.
So, how did you come about to know about this pageant, and what was your inspiration to join this pageant?
I was actually searching something on the net, and I just came across Mrs. India, and then I started digging up more, and I figured out that this is the one that I probably wanted to do.
Okay.
And I searched more, and you know how women are, we like to search a lot. And I thought that this is the one that I'll go ahead with, because it was something which was very close to my heart, and I think it was my inner calling which said that Bhavana, you should go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
The pageant will test a person at different levels, and one of the main skills that they would look at would be sportsmanship. So how was your equation with other contestants?
Oh, I had a lovely time with all of them.
Okay.
And when I went there, I was a little nervous, because you never know how the other contestants would behave like. But trust me, all the women out there were very secure, and they were not hating on each other. We had a lot of fun. We used to have fun during the workshops, eat together, and we would go hit the sack also together. So it was a very nice feel to know that the women out there are not actually jealous of you, or they're not hating you for being a part of the competition. Because you know what, I think we all knew that there are 43 contestants or 44 contestants, and out of them only 6 winners would be there, which is like the runner-up from both the categories and 2 winners from each category. So we had a very cordial relationship with each other.
That's nice.
And I think regarding sportsmanship, I did tell myself that if I lose, I will walk out with dignity. So I will lose with dignity if I have to. But I went with the winner's attitude as well, that if I have to win, I will win.
That's great. So what do you think is your biggest takeaway from the pageant?
The biggest takeaway is, of course, the title.
Okay.
It's the crown, obviously, but also a lot of responsibility, because when you win, you're on a different level, but afterwards there's a lot of responsibility. People start getting to know you, people start contacting you, and there are a lot of people who look up to you. So apart from all this, I believe that the biggest responsibility that I have is when people look up to me, and I have people who contact me and I inspire them. So that's my biggest takeaway from this pageant.
Okay. So what were your preparations when you entered the pageant?
Starting from being in Singapore, I applied in January early this year. In fact, I was the last one to apply.
Okay.
And I got selected within 2-3 weeks. And they told me that, I would be selected for another pageant which was happening later this year.
Okay.
But for some reason, probably God wanted me to be a part of this one. They told me that I'm the last one to register, and of course I won. But for the preparations, my tasks were based on social work and community work, because it's Queen of Substance. So they want to see the women of substance in you. So for preparations, I started with my presentation, which was a video presentation. I remember sitting right here, taking videos of myself and preparing myself. It was a short video where I had to talk about myself, my message to the society, just to know. It was basically a platform where people could know me.
Okay.
Secondly, I had to do social work, where I had to go visit schools and orphanage or some kind of NGO, where I was supposed to do a task and talk about maybe hygiene, female feticide, or female education or education rights.
Okay.
But for some reason, I could not do that in Singapore because of the laws. So I had to travel to India, complete my task. I visited a couple of schools for the underprivileged.
Okay.
And during that course, it was just, it just touched my heart because when I saw people and, small kids who are underprivileged and they're studying in those conditions, I felt that, I need to do something for them. So I went and talked about education. I distributed notebooks and pencils and, anything that could be of any help to them. And we had to take pictures, of course, but it was quite fun because all the girls were very sweet and nice.
That's nice.
So I had pictures and did the slide and sent that to them.
Okay.
Apart from that, mentally I had to prepare myself because I had to compete with 44 contestants, including myself. So regarding that, yes, I had to, train myself. There were days when I would be depressed and nervous and intimidated because obviously, it's a big competition.
Right.
And girls are very competitive as well in India. They came with full preparation. So there were days when I was down and out and my husband was there to support me emotionally and he would talk me out of it that, don't worry, just focus.
Yeah. And when you enter in a pageant, it's very important to look fit and feel fit as well. So would you share some diet tips and fitness regime that you follow?
First of all, I would like to say that I have been working out since the age of 20. So
that's like really young. Yeah.
So it's not for this pageant. For me, fitness is a lifestyle.
That's
I work out 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
Yes, nowadays it's tough. It's kind of tough, but I make sure that I at least hit the gym 4 times a week.
That's great.
So it's not for this pageant or just because I'm a model that I have to work out. I work out because I love working out. And for this pageant, luckily I was in shape. The only thing I had to do is make sure that when I go to India, I don't go crazy on sweet stuff because I have a sweet tooth. But if you want to know my regime, I'll say that I work out for like 45 minutes or an hour every day.
Okay.
I'm more into like very intense workouts because I love to sweat in the gym.
Okay.
I'm not someone who'll just do cardio. I lift weights, and lifting weights is very important. I know a lot of women think that if they lift weights, they're gonna bulk up. No, it doesn't happen.
Okay.
We're not born that way.
Okay.
So, if you want to lose weight, make sure you lift weights.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing. Apart from that, good control over food and diet. I don't like to use the word diet.
Okay.
Because it doesn't exist in my dictionary. I eat healthy. It's a lifestyle. I love eating healthy food. Yes, I cheat a lot. I have a sweet tooth. And I eat cakes here and there wherever possible.
Okay.
But apart from that, I just believe that, one should eat healthy and work out.
That's great. So what are your current projects in Singapore?
See, ever since I've come back, I've been doing public appearances. A lot of women have been contacting me for their events where I've been invited as a guest speaker.
Okay.
So this is what I'm working on at the moment. And apart from that, I'm also planning to start my own business here in Singapore, which is in a partnership with my friend.
Okay, that's
So
great.
there are a lot of things going on simultaneously. So most of my time is divided between my public appearances, my speaking events, and my business.
That's great.
Yeah.
So now you're married, again you're an entrepreneur. So how do you do this balancing act?
When I hear the word marriage, I feel that it's such a taboo in India and everywhere that they believe that, okay, once someone's married, it's the end of the life. Trust me, for me, it all began after I got married. You just have to choose the right person. I don't say the right person has to be like perfect in every sense, but you just have to make sure that you don't give up on your goals after marriage. And the person is okay with you not giving up on your goals.
Okay.
So I got married and my husband knows me very well. He knows that I'm very ambitious. He knows I'm very focused. I have a vision and he loves that about me. So he doesn't stop me from doing anything. I mean, I get asked a lot that, oh, it's so great that your husband allowed you. And I'm like, I don't understand that. Why do we women have to seek permission from their partners?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a teamwork? We are together in a marriage. There should be some kind of equality.
Right.
So when I spoke to my husband about me participating in the pageant, of course we discussed, but it wasn't like I was asking him that should I go. It was like, I want to go. And the only thing he asked me was, what do you want to do when you win? So he wanted to know my purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞ 60 വർഷമായി സിംഗപ്പൂരിന്റെ തനത് രുചിക്കൂട്ടുകൾക്കും സ്വാദിനും ഒപ്പമാണ്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഓരോ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങളുടെയും വാസനയും ഗുണമേന്മയും നഷ്ടപ്പെടാതിരിക്കാൻ ക്രയോജനിക് സാങ്കേതികവിദ്യ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് ഞങ്ങളുടെ തന്നെ ഫാക്ടറിയിൽ തയ്യാറാക്കി പാക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ്, തനത് സ്വാദിന്റെ സംതൃപ്തി.
All India Supermart. Enjoy the sprawling one-stop shopping experience in 4 floors. The premier All India Supermart offers wide range and great varieties of consumer products. Groceries to fresh vegetables, chocolates, lifestyle products, fashion wear, pharmacy and beauty. All India Supermart's futuristic self-service kiosk is a highlight for groceries. All India Supermart, 41 Norris Road, Singapore.
തിരുമല നെയ് ശർക്കര പായസത്തിന് സ്ട്രോങ് സപ്പോർട്ട്, നെയ്ദോശയ്ക്ക് സൂപ്പർ സപ്പോർട്ട്, ഗുലാബ് ജാമിന് ക്ലോസ് ഫ്രണ്ട്, വീട്ടിലും വിരുന്നിലും ഏറ്റവും അടുത്ത സുഹൃത്ത് തിരുമല നെയ്.
തിരുമല നെയ്.
Vincy's Beauty. Pamper yourself in true luxury. Most comforting, home-like environment. Relax in the scented ambience with our signature custom-made facials from carefully handpicked organic products. Look your best effortlessly with Vincy's painless 5-minute threading. Get treated by our highly qualified staff who will attend you with care and diligence. Vincy's Beauty. Feel beautiful more than you already are. Number 3 Norris Road, Little India, Singapore.
Get gorgeous with Vanisa's endless beauty techniques. Our caring beauticians will groom to love yourself. Facial for flawless and glowing skin, threading for shapely eyebrows, a perfect iconic hairstyle. Vanessa Beauty Salon, City Square by Buffalo Road. Call 62910977.
You are a queen of substance, right? So what do you think is a woman of substance?
Who wants to share her knowledge with people. She knows when to speak up.
Okay.
She doesn't give up on her principles for anyone, no matter what, even if it's against the world. She knows when to stand up for her rights. So that's what woman of substance is, according to me. And I think I have those qualities.
That's great. Yeah, obviously that's why you're the winner here and we are with you. Great. You have just couple of pageants in Singapore. So do you see any difference in the way the pageants are conducted in India and here?
Yes, I've seen that in India there's a huge competition, not amongst the contestants but also the organizers, because there's so many pageants happening in India as well.
Okay.
So they're very competitive and they try to raise their bar every time they host a pageant. So they're done on a larger scale as compared to Singapore, because Singapore is a small country as compared to India. So, you know, the things done over there are on a larger scale. It's like which celebrity you could get to the event so that, you know, it could raise their bar. Whereas in Singapore, yes, it's a small community and everyone knows one another. So that helps. But at the same time, I believe that also, you know, fires back.
So what are your future projects in Singapore?
Is the one that I'm planning to start with my friend. The current project is my business. I don't want to talk much about it because I want to make sure that it's up and running.
Okay.
So definitely in my next interview, if at all, I'll talk about it. So that's my new project that I'm working on constantly. Secondly, I'm more into empowering women and, you know, I would love to meet people and talk to them.
Great.
So yes, I'm focusing on, you know, more public events where I can go and talk to them and interact and speak. And share my journey and, you know, hopefully inspire.
Great.
Yeah.
And you have lived in different countries like Kuwait, India, Melbourne and now Singapore.
Yeah.
So do you feel there's a difference in mindset towards women in India?
See, no matter where we go, we all have the same mindset. And that's why I call myself a game changer.
Okay.
Because I've lived in India, I've lived in Kuwait, I've lived in Melbourne, Australia, and I've lived here. But everywhere I've been to, I've seen that the Indian mentality is still the same. Yes, there's a difference, a minute difference, but we still treat women as someone that, you know, our parents told us to be. And it kind of bothers me, and every time I see another woman, you know, talking to another girl and, you know, preaching her what to do because she has been taught the same thing, I just tell myself that this is where we fail. we don't want to change. We don't want to change our mindset. And in order to change, you have to change your thinking. So this is what I'm doing, and this is what I follow.
How is your support from family, as in-laws and your family?
My in-laws live in India and my parents live in Kuwait.
Okay.
A bit about myself, I've been a rebel since childhood.
Okay.
I know it's not a good quality, but it has always worked in my favor. So my parents have always been very supportive. I think they understood the fact that I'm not going to listen to anyone.
Okay.
But yes, I have never been disrespectful. I have made sure that whatever I think, and I think if it's right, I make sure that I've put it across in the right way.
Okay.
I've always been very vocal about my opinions. And same thing with my in-laws. Touchwood, they're very nice. They understand that, I belong to a new generation, and they don't really believe in telling people what to do because they want to treat their son and their daughter-in-law in the same manner.
That's great, yeah.
So there's a lot of equality in my family. So for example, I know a lot of girls when they go to India, or people who live in India, they have to wake up early. Especially when they're married. But in my house, I've never woken up on time. My mother-in-law believes that if my son can sleep till midday, why not my daughter-in-law?
That's great. Nowadays, pageants are not just about physical appearance, it's a lot more.
Yes.
Would you like to speak a bit about that?
Yeah, I'm glad that, the pageants have changed their dynamics completely. I do get contacted by a lot of girls who want to join a pageant, or they're already in a pageant and they're like, we are not that good looking. And in my head I feel really bad because that's the picture they have of themselves. Like, I love myself, and when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So that's the kind of security I have, and I wish I could instill the same belief in those girls, because you know what, you are just beautiful and you have to be your own kind of beautiful.
Right.
So when girls tell me that they feel that they are not good enough, I tell them it's the personality that matters. And it's your heart and your soul that matters.
Right.
So you could be an amazing, good-looking person, but if you are not a nice person from inside, that beauty is a complete fail.
Okay.
So, be secure, love yourself. When you love yourself, other people will love you because you have it in abundance.
Right.
Yeah.
So besides the preparations you did for the pageant, the organizers, the team would have given some training, right?
Oh yeah.
Can you shed some light on that?
We were there for 3 days. So my pageant took place from 12th of April to 14th of April.
Okay.
And 12th onwards, we were busy with our workshops. Mentors came in and they gave us lectures on how to combat fear on the stage. They talked about grooming, table manners, which was amazing. And then we had rehearsals, catwalk training. And people think that pageant is fun and it's going to be quite easy, but it's not. We used to sleep at 1 a.m. in the night, and we used to wake up at 4 because we had to report for the shoot at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that too with full makeup. And you know how girls are. We take at least an hour and a half to be ready, and if you're in a pageant, you have to look your best. So I remember sleeping at 1 a.m. every night, waking up at 4, getting ready, washing my hair, setting up my hair, doing the makeup, and reporting at 6. And we were marked for our punctuality as well. So if they said 6, we had to be there by 6. On the dot. It had to be on the dot. So we had workshops related to catwalk training, combating fear on the stage. Then, what if you lose? The psychology that, that takes place. And then we had makeup classes. And we also got a chance to visit a special school, which was for special kids. And I think that was by far the best moment. Because we went there and we met those young little kids. There were teens, and there were some people who were in their 20s. And they all had certain quality. There were people who could actually make perfumes. There was a person who was an entrepreneur. Imagine he was a special child and he started his own business and he was an entrepreneur.
That's amazing.
So it was quite inspiring. So, when you meet such people, you realize that beauty is your inner beauty, not your outer beauty.
So Bhavana, how do you keep yourself motivated?
First of all, you need to have a purpose. So when you know your purpose, you will wake up every day motivated because you want to get closer to your goal or your purpose in life. And I have always believed that, when you're born, And when you die, there's a small hyphen or a dash, whatever you call it. So, let's say 1984 to whatever year, there's a small dash in between. And that tiny little dash defines your life.
Right.
So you could just die as nobody, or you could do something, impact other people, and then die. So that small little dash defines me. So every day when I wake up, I just tell myself that I have to do something, maybe impact other people in a positive way. So whenever I die, people remember me. So that's the thought that goes in my head every day.
So as a young woman, as an entrepreneur, as a married woman, so what is your message to our young girls out there who wants to make it big in life?
So my message to married women would be to not give up on themselves. Because if you give up on yourself, then obviously people around you would not value you that much.
Right.
So always prioritize, and just remember that you need to love yourself, and it's okay to love yourself, because I'm not talking about being self-obsessed or being a narcissist, but if you love yourself and you value and self-respect, then people around you will give you that kind of respect. So don't give up.
I hope you all heard that. Thank you so much, Bhavana, for coming into our show. It was a great pleasure to have
Thank
you,
you.
and thanks for the valuable tips.
Thank you so much. Pleasure was all mine.
ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞ 60 വർഷമായി സിംഗപ്പൂരിന്റെ തനത് രുചിക്കൂട്ടുകൾക്കും സ്വാദിനും ഒപ്പമാണ്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഓരോ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങളുടെയും വാസനയും ഗുണമേന്മയും നഷ്ടപ്പെടാതിരിക്കാൻ ക്രയോജനിക് സാങ്കേതികവിദ്യ ഉപയോഗിച്ച് ഞങ്ങളുടെ തന്നെ ഫാക്ടറിയിൽ തയ്യാറാക്കി പാക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ്, തനത് സ്വാദിന്റെ സംതൃപ്തി.
QBB Pure Ghee for cooking, baking and barbecue. Superior taste in so many ways. QBB Pure Ghee.
Get gorgeous with Vanessa's endless beauty techniques. Our caring beauticians will groom to love yourself. Facial for flawless and glowing skin, threading for shapy eyebrows, a perfect iconic hairstyle. Vanessa Beauty Salon, City Square by Buffalo Road. Call 62910977.
Namaskaram, good morning, Vanakkam, Selamat Pagi. Welcome to Singapore Choice. Hope you have enjoyed all the seasons I've done. Today I've got a special dish which is from Italy. What is Italian food? Normally it's pastas or even baked rice. You have a lot of tomato-based food, but they have seafood or non-seafood. Today I'm going to do with seafood. What seafood I'm going to use? Only squid. By using tomato base with cheese. I call these a tomato-based cheese squid actually. Okay, let's see the ingredients and how to cook this squid tomato bell pepper base with cheese. Okay, just got all the ingredients here. I've got the squid, I've got the onion chopped, I've got the tomato chopped, I've got the bell pepper 3 different colors chopped, and I've got also have some black peppercorn which is crushed, and also I've got herbs here. One is oregano, one is mixed herbs and thyme mixed inside together with tomato coulis which is already blended, and then we have tomato paste and also some paprika powder. I've got some cheese here which is cheddar cheese. I've just sliced them already, and also some garlic there and some salt. Very simple ingredient, very easy to cook. Let's do the cooking. Okay, important unit is olive oil. Okay, add in some olive oil to it. Make sure the pans are really very hot, so when you add your ingredients, it has to cook very fast. You just finish this in 3 minutes you're cooking, okay? So first of all, you're just going to add the onions here, then you add your garlic. Why did I do not put the garlic first? Because you might burn the garlic, so you add the onions and the garlic. So let it saute for a while so you get it very nice aroma and flavor there. Then I'm going to add one number of tomato here, which is fresh tomatoes. And also the 3 different colors of bell pepper. They're almost all done here. It's very simple to cook it, very easy to cook it. And now I'm going to add some black peppercorn here and some salt here. Not too much, huh? Salt to your taste. Now I'm going to add the tomato base blended tomatoes, where you actually can get canned tomatoes, or if not you have to blanch tomatoes, peel the skin off, and then you chop them up and then you blend them up. So you can choose either one you want. So add the tomatoes here. I'm going to add the tomato paste here again, 1 tablespoon. Almost there. I'm going to add some herbs here, which is thyme, and then I've got some oregano here. And now I'm going to add the squid in. See, as I told you, in 3 minutes your cooking is done. Squid does not take very long to cook. Do not overcook it. Once you overcook the squid, or even cuttlefish, or you have some bigger squid or smaller squid, it will turn into very tough. So your measurement time has to be within 3 to 5 minutes, and that's done. As I told you, you can also choose pasta. You can blanch some pasta or macaroni. You can actually blanch them up, and then you just put it separately, and then you pour this as sauce as a seafood base, like only squid. Or if you have some fried rice or leftover rice at home, you can also use the leftover rice, put it underneath base, put this on top, and top the cheese and bake in the oven for at least 15 minutes. You take it out, you got a big squid tomato based rice. Okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the cheese on top like this. If you want to use some Parmesan cheese, also you can. It's up to individual. You can also use mozzarella cheese, or also you can also use cheddar cheese. But I'm going to use cheddar cheese here because I like it a little bit not too gluey, too much of cheese. It will taste very nice, very flavory, cheesy bell pepper tomato sauce. Okay, I've done. Okay, let's see. Okay, the cheese all melted. It's all done. Now it's ready to serve. I'm going to put in the plate nicely for you. And it's all done. Voila! You should try these. Let's try these. How does it going to taste? You can actually eat this with some bread, also some French roll, or anything you like. Maybe some crab if you do at home. You also can eat it with this, okay? Let me try and tell you how good is it. And here you are, tomato-based bell pepper with cheese, squid. It's supposed to be an Italian dish. You should try this at home. But it's very easy to cook. You can also eat it with some bread if you like to, or even with chapati if you want to try at home. Sure you can, or with some parathas, still you can. So it doesn't have to be with macaroni either, with only pastas. You can eat it with it. Let me try this and tell you how good is it, okay? That's too bad. You can't get it right. Okay, you should try this at home. I've tried this, fantastic. You should try at home to do this. For now, I'm Chef Arifin from Singapore Choice. Ta-ta! I'm going to eat this. Bye-bye. Nobody knows me. Bye-bye.
സിംഗപ്പൂർ ചോയ്സ് സമർപ്പിച്ചത് ഹൗസ് ബ്രാൻഡ് തനതായ സ്വാദിന്റെ സംതൃപ്തി. പവേഡ് ബൈ ഓൾ ഇന്ത്യ സൂപ്പർ മാർട്ട് സിംഗപ്പൂർ, ഹോൾസെയിൽ പ്രൈസ് അറ്റ് റീറ്റെയിൽ മാർട്ട്. കോ സ്പോൺസേഡ് ബൈ തിരുമലാഗി, ദ ട്രസ്റ്റഡ് ടേസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് കൗഗി.